Good morning, guys. Welcome to Saturday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all doing well. Saturday, of course, means a really good day of racing today. A really busy one, no doubt about that. It's the final day of Glorious Goodwood. It's come and gone really quickly, which is a shame, but it's been a really good 5 days at Goodwood, no doubt about that. We got the National Stakes today, the Group 1, and perhaps not the strongest of Group 1s, but that might make it a bit more of an easy one to suggest in terms of a betting. But as well as that, you've got races such as the Stewards Cup, or what is now the 32 Red Cup, although I'm sure it will be called the Stewards Cup by many. A really competitive handicap, and no doubt a really good race. All the same, but yeah, today we've got loads and loads of meetings taking place today. We're racing from Thirsk, from Goodwood, Doncaster, Newbury, Galway, Linkfield, and Hamilton. So loads to go through. Lots for me to digest today in terms of going through each race and picking out those best bets for the day, but hopefully we've done that. Before we go through today's tips, just a reminder, this is a Q&A session if you did want to join in, or you can if you've got any questions about any of today's racing, or perhaps there's races we haven't covered that you'd like me to just have a look at for you, that's absolutely fine. If you can't join in the Q&A session on this video, or maybe you're watching a little bit later, remember it is on YouTube throughout the day and whenever you want to view it. So if you are watching that, then remember you can email joe@freeracingtips.co.uk, or you can get in touch via Facebook, facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold. So yeah, before we go through today's tips and then a look at some other races from Goodwood, we've got the premium tip, next best bet, Little Earner, the two 1 point win only singles, and then just 2 or 3 that I like the look of from Goodwood as just a bit of fun and just a few extra tips for today. We'll talk about yesterday to begin with, and a really nice premium tip winner in the shape of Bonnet Fee. Did it easily, to be honest, in the hands of AP McCoy. Was at 5-2 when first tipped, went up at 5-6, and Rule 4 meant that this was a bit more like a 2-to-1 winner really. 6 points profit on this, but certainly a lot bigger than the SP. Saw the day bringing some small profit. There was actually some funny results yesterday. I thought some horses and some rides that were a bit questionable, and we had a couple of close seconds, which was a shame, but as I say, still small profit for the day. It's been a decent week so far, with Monday no doubt the highlight, and hopefully we can finish it with a good weekend. So today the premium tip, that goes in the 250 at Doncaster, and it's Hail Clodis, and that's currently around about a 6-4 shot at the moment. Now this horse was 4th on debut, and that was over this course and distance, and now has this experience at Doncaster over this trip, and that could be vital. I think should improve today. I think Richard Hannon's horses often improve for their second run, and he always has a strong string of 2-year-olds, if you like, and I think this horse can really prove to be the one to be. It is being backed. There is plenty of market support. I wouldn't be surprised to see this go off around about an even money shot, or certainly touch even money. Sometimes when they do go to that price, they then drift out a little bit with the layers coming for them. But I think, yeah, it looks to be a good bet today. That experience over this course and distance at Doncaster could be vital. I think it's a smart move from Hannon to go there again. Let's say 4th, and should improve on that, and looks to be a good premium tip today to get the day off and running, as well as it is, I believe, the first tip taking place today. 250 at Doncaster, Hail Clodis, and that's currently around about 6-4, and you might have to hunt around for that 6-4 now. And it was available with a couple of firms just before I did this video, but you know, things can change very quickly in the world of betting. The next best bet for today, that goes in the 315 at Goodwood, and it's Venus de Milo, currently a 3-1 shot. Now this is in the National Stakes, the Group 1, and as I said, perhaps not the strongest Group 1 you're going to see this year. And I think the fact that this horse does have some experience in Group 1 races, most notably the second behind Thistlebird at the Curragh last time out, could stand her in really good stead coming into this one. Runs for Aidan O'Brien with Joseph the man on board, and to come to Ireland, to Goodwood, it's not the shortest of journeys, and I don't think they'd bring the horse here unless they were feeling really good about a victory. I think if in similar mood to that second behind Thistlebird, who I really rate as a horse, thinks a really good horse, then this horse can certainly go close today for Aidan O'Brien. As I say, might just be in terms of quality. I think it's a bit of a trappy race to digest, but I think if quality shines through, then Venus de Milo should take all the beating in this one and gets the nod from me. Okay, the Little Earner, that goes in the 240 at Goodwood, and it's oh, so that's actually the first tip of the day, and it's second step, currently around about 7 to 1, and that's from 15 to 2 first thing this morning. This horse has won 2 from 2, both of those at Newbury, which is always a good track for form. I think you don't get bad races at Newbury very often. So yeah, won 2 from 2 this season, which is a really good sign. It looks to be really progressive as well, and won the first one over 1 mile and 2 furlongs, then the next one over this distance of 1 mile and 4, and should improve on that trip once again today. As you'd expect, the horse has gone up in the weights, but could still be fairly well treated just due to the fact that it hasn't had too many runs as yet. Experience now over this trip, as I said, which is vital. Luca Kamani trains and Adam Kirby's on board, and I think they're a really deadly duo. I think pound for pound, Adam Kirby's right up there in terms of the top jockeys. Luca Kamani, a really shrewd trainer, and I can't see this horse being out of the top 3. Looks to be a good each-way bet, especially if you got that 15 to 2 a little bit earlier on. Okay, we'll move on to the 2 1-point win-only singles. Of course, as always, you can put these in a lucky 15 with a premium tip and the next best bet if you so wish, but it just so happens that at the moment it seems the best way to do things is to do them as a 1-point win-only single. So we have Rasta Nora, and that's in the 3:30 at Newmarket, currently at 11 to 4. And then the 5 o'clock at Goodwood, it's Steck, currently around about the 6 to 1 mark. Steck, of course, did the business for us a couple of weeks ago, and I think looks to be overpriced once more today. So they're our main and they're our official tips today. Remember, it's 3 points premium tip, 2 points next best bet, 0.5 each way on the Little Learner, then the 1-point win-only singles. But as I have done throughout the week, I'm just going to share a few thoughts of Goodwood. This is probably the toughest day, to be honest with you. This big handicaps. You've got the Stewards Cup, then the sort of reserve for the Stewards Cup as well, and it's going to be really tough to pick a winner. But in the Stewards Cup, which I'm going to talk about to begin with, oh no, I'm going to talk about the 205 to begin with. Sorry, that's also I think it's called like the Reserve Stewards Cup or something like that. Both of these races, I think you're getting 5 places if you hunt around each way, so certainly worth doing that. So in the 205. I like the look here of so yeah, the 205. As I said, you are getting your 5 places in this one, which is always always a good sign, because usually, of course, in each way bet is for your first 3 places. So I like the look of Secondo in this one, and that's in the 205 at Goodwood. I think this horse might have just kind of what's needed to take this one. It may have needed the first couple of runs of the season. So it's run a couple of times this season, but hasn't been at his best, but might have just needed them. Has been dropped a couple of pounds in the weights, and in tight, trappy races such as this one, that could prove to be vital. Runs for Roger Charlton, has James Dornan on board, and I think 14 to 1 looks to be a really good each way price in the 205 there, about Secondo. In the Stewards Cup, which is the 350, I think that the favourite Muthmere could be the class act in this race, and at around about 9 to 2. Is a decent win-only bet there, but also I know that many of you are going to be after some value, and I think Seeking Magic at 18 to 1 is also a really good bet in that the Stewards Cup. And then moving on, just in the 425, I can't see too much beating Lethal Legacy at 2 to 1. This horse did make the shortlist for today, but just didn't quite make it, but I think will go really well there in the in that race at Goodwood. I will, as always, I'll share these thoughts with you via the email and through Facebook page. I will just share them, and if you fancy a bet on any of those at Goodwood, then please do feel free. But as I say, I'm hunting for a bit of value. It is a really tough day, and everyone's going to have their opinion. And if there's a horse you really fancy in the Stewards Cup and it's not one of mine, I'd say probably still go with it, because the race can be somewhat of a lottery. But yeah, that's just about it for today's video, and that wraps up the videos for the week, of course, as we give them a bit of a break on a Sunday. They will return on Monday. Hopefully they can return after a really profitable weekend. Remember, if you've got any questions throughout the day, then please do feel free to just send me an email or get in touch via Facebook. But thanks for watching today and throughout the week. Good to see plenty of you watching, and I'll speak to you all a little bit later on. If not, remember, there'll be a video once again on Monday, but your tips will come out tomorrow. But for now, let's focus on today. Let's have a good day. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.